Good morning friends and welcome to the channel. I really like the sound of the exhaust of the Royal Enfield Meteor 350, but I preferred the sound of the exhaust of the classic 350. And that's why I changed the muffler of the Meteor 350 to the muffler of the classic 350. The connection points are the same like on the classic, so it's quite easy to exchange it. The muffler of the Royal Enfield Meteor looks a little bit different than the classic one. It's a little bit shorter, this end tube is missing, but of course it's not only about the look. I prefer the look of this one here, it looks a little bit more classy, but the main difference is the sound. And I will show you the different sounds now of the original exhaust and of the classic 350 exhaust. This is the sound of the original Royal Enfield Meteor exhaust. And this is the sound of the classic 350 muffler. The second thing that I changed are the rear shocks. The suspension of the Royal Enfield Meteor is not the best one, it's not that comfortable. Especially the standard OEM rear shocks are not very comfortable. That's why I changed them. The standard shocks of the Royal Enfield Meteor are chrome shocks. They are silver and they are progressive. So these Hunter shocks are made by Showa. They are linear shocks compared to the standard OEM shocks, which are progressive shocks. I will test them out for a while because I'm looking for more comfortable shocks for the rear end. I hope these are a little bit better. These are made by Showa. They should have a little bit longer suspension travel, not bottoming out so fast. So I will check if these shocks are better than the standard ones. If not, there's a third possibility. Maybe I will also try the Hagen shocks, which are progressive shocks again, and you can control the dampening. Here you just can control the preload, same as on the standard ones from the Meteor. And hopefully these shocks of the Hunter will give a little bit more comfortable ride to the Meteor 350. But let's see how the suspension with these shocks works compared to the standard OEM shocks. So how is the riding comfort of the new shocks, the Showa shocks of the Royal Enfield Hunter? So I would say it's definitely better than the standard Meteor 350 shocks. Even these are progressive shocks, but these Hunter shocks, they do a really good job filtering the bumps. Even if it's small bumps or big bumps here, works absolutely fine. Especially big bumps, the shocks are not bottoming out like the standard shocks, the progressive ones. So I think the quality of these shocks is very good. So these are the next modifications that I did on my Royal Enfield Meteor 350. And please let me know down in the comments what you think about it. Do you prefer the sound of the standard exhaust of the Meteor, or do you prefer the muffler of the classic 350? For me, definitely the sound of the classic 350 muffler is a little bit more gruntier, has a little bit more bassy tone, more this classic vibe in it. And I think it looks a little bit more classic. So I will leave this one on my bike. And what about the rear shocks of the Royal Enfield Hunter? I think for sure they are better than the standard shocks. Even they are linear shocks and not progressive, but they work fine on the Royal Enfield Meteor, give a little bit more riding comfort. They filter the bumps a little bit better. It's not perfect now, so maybe I will test the Hagen shocks too, but for sure at the moment much better than the standard shocks. So the riding comfort better than before. Yeah, these are the next modifications that I did. I still have planned some more modifications on my Meteor 350, but it's already a lot. Crash guards, LED fog lights, touring foot packs, a new muffler, new rear shocks. So already a few modifications, but maybe you are the same. If you have a Royal Enfield, then you try to personalize it, to customize it a little bit. And this is what I will do with my Meteor. And of course, in the next year, when the season starts, I will do some road trips with it. So maybe there will be a few more modifications to make it a better touring bike. I already installed the U-mount for my Hepco and Becker panniers, the leather ones, the same that I had on my Royal Enfield Classic. And yeah, maybe there will be a luggage rack. I'm not sure yet, but for sure a few modifications will follow up soon. So if you are interested, please don't forget to subscribe to the channel and hit the bell icon so that you get notified if there's a new video online. And if you liked the video today, then please give me a big thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you in the next one. Take care and cheers.